Hello everybody, today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the Tintec USB charger. So let's go ahead and open up the box. So let's flip the box lid open to reveal the USB charger in there. Let's go ahead and pop the contents out from the box. Okay, as you can see, the box is now emptied. Let's set that to one side. And let's take a close-up look at the contents once we've set them in the middle of the frame there, just making sure that all the papers and manuals or any kind of included paperwork is presented neatly in the frame right there. So this is the Tintec USB charger. As you can see, it comes with an adapter on the right for the plug socket. So now let's go ahead and first take a look at the papers. So there is a welcome leaflet. As you can see, it is very tiny in print. It comes with some specifications and some details about the USB charger. Okay, now moving on to the next item right here, we do have what appears to be a review card, which I've just dropped. So that's the back side to it with the Tintec logo right there. Okay, of course, let's flip open, take a look on the inside. So it is an invitation to review the product. Okay, now let's move on to the charger itself. So we do have two parts to the charger. We do have let me just do a little bit of arrangement in the background right there. So we do have a mains or wall plug socket adapter right here. And let's pop it out from its packet. So there we go. So there is a flap right there. And there we have the adapter plug wall socket pin adapter. So 3-pin plug for the UK. So nothing too complicated, just a nice clean plug right here. Okay, and as I mentioned, this is for the UK market, United Kingdom. Alright, now let's set it down and take a look at the Tintec USB charger itself. So you can see it is wrapped up as well in a clear plastic wrapper. So now let's go ahead and of course open up the packet. Now looking for the flap, if there's one. Okay, interestingly, there may or may not be right here. Excuse the rustling noise of the packet, and let me move that wall plug adapter to one side. So now you can see the Tintec USB charger right here. So it is a 3-port USB charger with a maximum combined output of 3.5 amperes. So maximum output for a single socket is 2.4 amperes. which is above average, but pretty much standard for an aftermarket plug charger. So you can see some details right there. So a nice compact size, and of course, being that it does have a 2-pin plug there, it is, and that's foldable as well, and makes this USB charger pretty handy for traveling. So if you do need a charger when you're out and about, of course, where there is a mains plug available, and this would come in pretty handy given that it doesn't have a fixed pin plug which protrudes. So nice and simple there. You can see nice clean design. Construction feels rather solid as well. You can see kind of a two-tone construction with a kind of mild gray or light gray center section with 2 panels on each side being white. So right there, the Tintec USB charger. So a nice thorough look around the USB charger, of course, giving you a good look all round. Okay, so right there you can see all ports providing fast charging. So once again, right there. Okay, and now let's go ahead and of course put the plug adapter, the 3-pin plug adapter with the USB charger itself. So flip that down, or perhaps keep it up, and then of course just simply sliding the plug adapter right down so that it is securely in place right there. So nice and secure. You can see very firm fitment right there. And now you have the overall dimensions with the plug adapter fitted to it. Okay, so now a more thorough view once again with the plug adapter fitted to it. Okay, so frontal view right there. Alright, now let's go ahead and of course test it out. So this is a 3-port USB charger. Let's set it down and of course bring out some or a couple of devices that we can charge. So we do have my Sony Xperia Z5 compact Android smartphone in the Bling's TPU case, both of which I've unboxed and unpacked before in much earlier videos on my channel. We're going to try and charge that, and of course I do have the Nokia 130 mobile phone, which I've also unboxed before in a much earlier video. So we're going to charge both of them, and we're going to use some cables as well, of course, to charge them up with. If you've noticed that the USB charger does not come with any charging cable. So over here I have just a simple Android or micro USB charging cable, just a short one, good for traveling. Well, not so much traveling, but for on-the-go charging. And of course over here I do have the sync wire unbreakable USB cable. So it's a micro USB cable. I've also unpacked the Apple cable as well, or the Lightning cable. So this is the micro USB version. I unpacked both of them at the same time in a recent video. So you can see the gauge of the cable, very thick, and it's been marketed as unbreakable. So this is the sync wire unbreakable cable. So very, very impressive cable, very, very durable indeed. Okay, so now let's plug the devices in. So I'm going to plug the sync wire unbreakable micro USB cable in the Sony Xperia Z5 compact Android smartphone. And then of course, let's just plug the other micro USB cable into the Nokia 130 mobile phone. So right there. And then of course, plugging them both in to the Tintec USB charger. And then we do have a lead here, extension lead. Let's plug it in. Or perhaps let's plug in to the end socket, or the first socket right there. And turning it on, flip the switch. And you can see both devices lighting up instantly. And let's see how they're doing. So they're both charging away nicely. As you can see, the battery level indicator animated, and of course the status indicator light on the Sony Xperia Z5 Compact lit up right there. So both charging away nicely. And in terms of the Tintec USB charger itself, it's doing its thing, so there's no LED indicator or anything like that. And in terms of temperature, feels nice and cool. Obviously, we've only just plugged these devices in, just two of them, of a potential of up to 3 devices simultaneously. But so far, so good. But interesting to note that I've actually reviewed a few USB chargers in the past, and I've had the experience of having one port fail on me before from a different manufacturer. So that can happen. So that's just something to bear in mind, but so far so good with this very brief test and power on of the USB charger, charging both these mobile phones simultaneously without any issues whatsoever. So nice and cool. So the USB charger has a combined output of 3.4 amperes and having a maximum single port output of 2.4 amperes. So that's the Tintec USB charger. Thanks for watching and happy charging!